Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wild. Today we are talking about I only make $6.69, but the whole total for the customer was $25.47. Restaurant owner puts Grubhub on blast for pocketing majority of the money. So it's not the first time that restaurant owners have called out apps like Doordash, UberEats, and Grubhub for the ridiculous fees that they are receiving. This time, Grubhub is going on blast for taking the large majority of the profits of the order. And quite honestly, that's a little surprising. Usually it's 30%, and that's already a lot. And restaurants are already operating on razor-thin profit margins. So with that said, I want to go over what is being said in this article, how it actually is for restaurants, the platform, and all of the people involved in this, and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. A restaurant owner has had enough of Grubhub after realizing the company profits much more than his restaurant from delivery orders. I'm actually shocked that you're not calling out more than just Grubhub. You're not calling out Uber Eats, you're not calling out Doordash. It's just Grubhub. That's impressive. The owner, Yaz Abdullah at Allentown Yaz, posts content on TikTok to promote his Mediterranean restaurant. In one of his recent videos, he calls out Grubhub. I'm going to leave his TikTok as well as his profile in the description so you can develop your own opinions on the subject. Grubhub is so unfair. Listen to this nonsense, the video's on text screen says. In the video, Abdullah shows the receipt of a recent order from his restaurant made through Grubhub. The restaurant owner is on the phone with a Grubhub representative, seemingly trying to clear up his confusion of the order's total. Yeah, good luck with that, fam. You're trying to get a representative of a company that is already proven to be malicious towards restaurants, drivers, and customers to do their job and help you in any way? That's funny. The order receipt shows two items that cost $7.99 and $8.99, totaling $16.98 plus tax. The entire receipt isn't shown in the video, but the entire order's total seen at the top is $25.47. Okay, so $25.47, that means with all of the fees associated with it, etc., etc. Out of the $16.98, I only make $6.69, but the whole total for the customer was $25.47. Yes or no? Abdullah asked the Grubhub rep in the video. That's the amount of money the customer is being charged as opposed to how much the restaurant is earning. It sounds like the restaurant's only earning $16.98 and they only make $6.69 because of how much the commissions are and all the fees associated with it and everything else. The rep confirms that Abdullah is correct, which seems to frustrate the restaurant owner. Abdullah then points that while he allegedly made only $6.69, Grubhub pocketed the rest of the money. That's why a lot of these companies are seen as malicious and hard to work with. I only made $6.69 and then Grubhub made $10 to $11 off my end. And then you made another $8 or $9, Abdullah says. Calculating the math, you made $18.50 approximately off this whole transaction, right? Yeah, that sounds about right. And that's with all of the fees and the commissions that are associated with the restaurant and the customer. That's not even accounting for the cost of the food and everything else. That's why restaurants are tired of these companies to begin with. The Grubhub rep again confirms Abdullah is correct, and the restaurant owner promptly replies that he is going to cancel his Grubhub promotion with this restaurant. I am shocked that you're calling out Grubhub at all. I am shocked that you would be working with these companies not understanding that. Like, I'm not necessarily saying you're wrong for how you feel. That's not at all the case. I actually understand how you feel. But if you didn't know that going in, why are you working with them? I feel like anybody who's a restaurant owner or any business owner in general should understand that if they're going to be working with certain people, they need to understand all sides of the subject. Several viewers commented on the video claiming Grubhub intentionally hikes up prices in the app to profit more. Some other restaurant owners said they had similar experiences to Abdullah. Oh my god, they do the same to me, one viewer commented. But again, that's part of what the company doesn't tell you. It's the 30% commission plus these processing fees and the fees and the customer fees on top of all the fees that they're charging you. And then people are wondering, why are they losing so much much money from all of these apps. I've managed several restaurants sick that used Uber Eats, DoorDash, and others. The prices on their site were 35% higher, and we made the same profits, a second viewer commented. Yeah, some restaurants don't have a choice but to hike up those prices. Like, I have a friend who's been trying to help his father's restaurant get onto DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub, and things like that. They have to up the prices on DoorDash because they know that they're gonna be charged a ridiculous amount, and they have to offset that cost. A third wrote, you're supposed to raise your prices on those food apps when you get on it. Since they take a percent, that place should be like $12.99. Yeah, I think that this is a person who's brand new to the app, so they don't really understand that major hurdle to begin with. And because of that, they have to learn from their experiences or step away from the apps entirely. In response to a few of the comments, Abdullah explained that he was arguing with the Grubhub representative about a deceptive promo he had received from the company, not about his commission. Yeah, you gotta be careful with these companies, man. They do the same thing with us. Like, Grubhub specifically has promos to where if you complete 7 orders without skipping more than 2 total, you'll receive an extra $14. And they'll play these games to try to make you work harder, but then they'll do shady things in order to actually make sure you don't get paid what you're worth. So they'll send you like 6 orders in a row, and they'll not send you any more from that point on until the promo expires. Some users commented that they don't use delivery anymore because of how expensive it is for the customer and unprofitable for the restaurant owner. That's why my restaurant doesn't use any delivery service. It's a complete rip, one user said. Another wrote, I only do curbside or drive-through. I don't get delivery anymore. Yeah, a lot of restaurants who have been firmly established and don't have to worry about order volume or anything like that, they are more than able to get away with that. But if you're a brand new restaurant or even a fast casual restaurant and you're not looking for the experience for your customers, you might want to consider hopping on the apps for a period of time and seeing how much of your income will be based on what you get from DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub. This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. None of you pay me. There you go. I think that restaurant owners that are firmly established in their area don't necessarily need gig apps or things like that. But if you need the extra income, by all means, go for it. But understand that going in, that there's going to be commission, and you will need to raise prices in a certain way to offset those costs. And if there is a promo, try not to deal with it. Try not to be a part of those promos, because the company's job is literally to save them money by charging you more, by framing it as a promo, so that way they are causing you to lose money at the end of the day. The same goes for DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub. A lot of people, as driver, the same goes for drivers too. If you have promo pay, make sure that you're adjusting your rates based on the amount of promo that there is, you know what I'm saying? All in all, just make sure that you're not losing money for working for these gig apps as a restaurant owner or a DoorDash driver, because this is irresponsible. This is just absolutely ridiculous for everybody. The costs of everything are just ridiculous for everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.